we doing out there, YouTuber? Cyberneticshark here with another new video just for you. So let's go right into this video haul and see what it's about. So, it's been a while since I've done a video haul, so I thought I'd get one put out there to show you some of the movies I've recently got. So, I know it's been probably, I don't know, a good couple, like a month, maybe 2 months almost now since the last video haul. So let's get right into this and see what I've gotten over the last couple months. So now this isn't all I've gotten over the last couple months either, people. This is actually just a portion of it. So I'll be having another video haul for you guys soon as well with the rest of them. So, first off on this agenda for this wonderful video haul, people, is D3 The Mighty Ducks on Blu-ray. Oh. So I picked up this gem for $2 at a place called Boom Moose, and I couldn't believe that they actually had this on Blu-ray. I didn't even know they were on Blu-ray yet, so I was very surprised to find this. Now, if you're familiar with the D3 or any of the Mighty Ducks movies, they're Emilio Estevez films with a big teenage cast, such as Joshua Jackson, Brandon Adams, to name a few. But this is just an awesome, all-around great movie, and I was so psyched to find this on Blu-ray. I already own all three of these on DVD, but I was like, Blu-ray? I'm like, I gotta get that. So when I saw that this was only $2, I was like, and it was a Disney Club exclusive, I was like, I definitely have to have this. So I picked that up. Pretty cool movie, though. If you haven't seen this one, it's really good. It's really fun to watch. It's one of those direct-to-DVD types of movies, but at the same time, it's still a good, fun time, especially if you're a kid of the 90s. Awesome film. Next up, and I finally decided to update this to Blu-ray, is The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. Now, this is actually a really decent CGI animated film. I was really surprised, because at first I was kind of like hesitant about seeing it, and then I ended up seeing it and I was like, this is actually pretty darn good. But this is a pretty killer movie. This is another one I picked up for a really good deal too. Only $2 as well. And this was just an all-around fun movie. For those that don't know it, Zac Efron actually does a voiceover in this film. He actually plays like the main kid role. And Danny DeVito actually does the voice of the Lorax, which I found really awesome. So if you haven't seen this, definitely check it out. It's worth a watch, people. It's really fun. It's a decent film. Definitely worth $2. I mean, especially if you already have it on DVD and you were able to find it for this cheap to upgrade it to Blu-ray for better, definition. Killer deal. Next up is another CGI awesome film. I actually watched this through my DVD.com subscription. And I wish I had gotten to see it in the theaters because I think it would have been awesome really on the big screen. And that is the CGI film Storks. This was actually really decent. I thought it was super funny. I thought it was cool for all ages. Has a decent voice cast. You have Kelsey Grammer doing a voice in this. If you don't know who Kelsey Grammer is, and you should know, is Frasier from Cheers and also from the TV series Frasier. But it's just a really fun, all-around CGI movie. It's, like I said, it's meant for adults and kids. And it just has a lot of great humor in it. And some of the characters you just can't help but to laugh at throughout this. It was just, they were so stinking funny. Especially this guy right here. He was absolutely hilarious. I could not stop laughing every time he came up on the screen. Because he was just, like, so stupid, but at the same time just funny. So if you haven't seen that, Storks, definitely check it out. I'll be watching this soon and actually doing a actual movie review on it. It's actually really good. Next up is a Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson film that I thought, even though it was not considered a critical success in theaters, I still thought it was a really good action disaster movie, and that is San Andreas. Now, San Andreas is what they're referring to is actually the San Andreas Fault that runs all along the coast of California and up the side of California and stuff like that. And this is basically like a disaster movie that involves that, and that the San Andreas Fault basically, has a giant earthquake basically, and causes havoc. Now, this movie, like I said, is a Dwayne The Rock Johnson film, and also it has the wonderful and awesome Carla Gugino in it too, as well. This is just a really good action film. If you like any films such as like Deep Impact or such films with like Bruce Willis as Armageddon or anything like The Core, this is a movie for you. This is really awesome. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good like those. Lots of great CGI. Has a decent cast. Paul Giamatti's in this too as well, which I think everything he's in is amazing. He's just an awesome actor anyways. But yeah, this is a decent flick. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Worth a watch. Another one I got on a really good deal. Only $7 at Target. It was worth the price. Next up is the Academy Award nominated film, directed by the awesome Denzel Washington, and based off of a play and a book called Fences. Now, Fences is one of the nominated films from last year that got nominated for Best Picture. This is an amazing movie, especially for what time frame it's supposed to be covering. And it's just an all-around great film to show you accurate and yet horrible standards of how people were treated during certain time periods in our lifetime. It's just an all-around great dramatic film. Lots of great dialogue. Great acting by Denzel. Also, Viola Davis deserved her Oscar for this performance in this. She was amazing. This was just a really powerhouse film. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Should be on the list of 1,001 movies to see before you die. This is just such an amazing film. I was very happy when this price dropped and got it for such a good deal. Really great movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Next up is an awesome 1970s classic with the awesome William Shatner. Now, William Shatner has been in a lot of great movies over the years, but this one is just, I think, one of his best ones, and that is Kingdom of the Spiders. Now, Kingdom of Spiders is just one of those awesome B-movie horror films about deadly spiders that came out in the 70s. There are so many other ones from the 70s that were just so good, that were like, supposedly toxic waste or just these crazy bugs or animals going crazy, like such films as Food of the Gods or Slugs from the 80s, or such films, The Nest. All those are just great horror, comedy, / just B flicks. And they're so fun to watch because they're stupid, but at the same time, they're fun. And so, like, this one, it's one of those movies that you're just kind of like, you're watching and going, this is, like, retarded and they should do other things. But at the same time, you're like, this is awesome. I love it. You're like, this is so sweet. And, like, you have William Shatner acting out in the film, kind of with his, theater style. Where are we going to get these spiders from? Are we going to kill them? It's just an awesome film, and especially if you love William Shatner as a comedian or as an actor in general, this is just one of those fun, good films. I thought this sleeve was awesome, an awesome sleeve cover. The actual cover is a giant tarantula on the front, which I thought was really awesome. But this is a great 70s B movie. If you love B movies, definitely check this out. Worth the watch. Next up is the 2002 Vin Diesel driven film, and it's the 15th anniversary edition of it, and that is Triple X. Triple X is such an awesome film. This is probably one of the first films besides the Fast and the Furious film to really boost Vin Diesel's acting abilities. This is probably just a really all-around great action film. It's just fun. It's a good action film. If you're big into action films like I am, you like films like this. And just it's got some great special features, such as new ones like from Origins of a Renegade, which is talk about the Triple X story. You got new interviews with Vin Diesel. You have a look at the new Triple X film that was coming out at the time, which Triple X, Return of Xander Cage is already out. But also, of course, it has all the awesome special features from the original Blu-ray release. But the cover, I think, is awesome, too. I love the look of it, the Triple X going down like this, and then Vin Diesel with a gun. This is a great film. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Worth a buy. $10, Walmart. Really good. Alright, so next up on our awesome video haul journey, people, is I picked up a wonderful TV series. And I just got done watching the most recent season a couple weeks ago. And I just thought this was a great series. And so when I saw that they had them for super cheap at Target, I had to get them. So that is Veep, which is one of the best comedies that HBO has put out besides Curb Your Enthusiasm. Now, Veep is a Julia Louis-Dreyfus, driven show with another huge ensemble cast. But this show is so hilarious. There are so many great one-liners throughout this series that you just cannot not laugh at. It's just an all-around great show, very well written. I can see why it keeps getting nominated for Emmys. I can see why Julia Louis-Dreyfus keeps getting wins for Emmys for the show, because it's just that great of a show. But when I saw that this was so cheap, I definitely had to pick these up because I knew this was something I would want in my collection. And this is fun. You have Anna Klumsky is in this show, who we all know from the movies My Girl and the sequel My Girl 2. She was also in a great movie called Gold Diggers, which was a really good movie too as well, if you haven't seen that. But like I said, this has a great ensemble cast, just a wonderful show. If you have not seen this yet, definitely check it out, people. Go pick up the first couple seasons, $10 a piece, really worth it. I got them on special though. I got them for $6, so I just happened to be around at the time when they were on sale. But anyways, like I said, I also picked up both seasons, and then I got season 2 as well. Which this one actually came with a digital code, which I thought was really awesome. But yeah, once again, just a great show. Emmy award-winning show. So if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's worth a watch, people. Veep is awesome. Also, the awesome Tony Hale is in this show, who we all know as Buster from the great show Arrested Development. So this is, like I said, has an awesome ensemble cast. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. So alright, people, we are up to our very last movie Blu-ray I've gotten for this video haul. And what could it be? It's an awesome ensemble cast film, and also a sequel. And that's called Now You See Me Too. Now, if you weren't a big fan of the first one, I feel even this one tops the first one. This one was just as good. This is Now You See Me Too, and it's awesome. They had pretty much everyone from the original film, besides Isla Fisher, unfortunately. But the addition of Lizzie Kaplan was really wonderful. She took over the role of Isla Fisher's character, kind of, even though she's a totally different character. But I felt she was a lot better in it. Lizzie Kaplan, I just think, is a fun actress. I loved her in Mean Girls, opposite Lindsay Lohan. And this is an awesome all-around film. I especially love everyone that's involved in the film. You got Woody Harrelson in this, who we all know from the show Cheers, or for the awesome film Zombieland. We also have Mark Ruffalo in this, who has been Bruce Banner, a.k.a. the Hulk, for the last several Hulk appearances in the Marvel Universe. We also have the awesome Dave Franco that's in this too as well, along with Morgan Freeman. And we even have the addition of Daniel Radcliffe in this one, which was really awesome too as well. Mr. Harry Potter himself is in this, which he played a really kind of good villain in the film. But this is just a great film. If you haven't seen this or the first one, definitely check them out. They're worth a watch. I think they're very well done, very well played out, great films that should have gotten more praise, I feel. I really do think that they're better than what the critics were mostly saying about it. But it's an awesome film. I mean, rock on. You know, it's an awesome film, people. So if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out, people. Worth a watch. So that's it for this video haul, people. As always, thank you for watching. As always, please like, subscribe, and share. You know, let people know about these videos. I do them because I enjoy making them for you. And also, please always keep your eyes out for any new or older videos you might not have seen yet. And as always, please leave your comments down below. If there's anything you'd like to see reviewed, let me know down in the comments. Or if you have an idea for a different type of show, leave it down in the comments and I can see what I can do. As always, see you in the next one.